returning
function of election, conducting elections and referenda.
Yeah, Chairman. So we understand. So we make our work easier. Yeah? We both of us are lawyers, and you're a senior lawyer. So, but when I'm asking questions, I'm asking as a witness. So what I'm just saying, on the face of it, it doesn't talk about a presidential returning officer. That article. Go to Article 137. What is it about? You don't have to read all of it, but what is Article 137?
The person is a citizen by birth to stand for election as a member of parliament. Is nominated by a political party or is an independent candidate. Is nominated by not 2,000 voters.
It doesn't talk about
and goes on and on.
Yeah, it doesn't talk about presidential returning officer.
Yeah.
Just go to 138.10.
138.10 says 138?
10.
10.
Yeah, Article 138, sub-Article 10.
It says within 7 days after the presidential election, the chairperson of the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission shall declare the result of the election, deliver written notification of the result to the Chief Justice and the incumbent president.
Then you have the Elections Act. Give him the Elections Act.
I don't have it.
Yeah. Peter will give you a copy, his copy. Just read what section 33. What's about section 33 of the Act?
Section
33. You don't have to read just the title. What's about what the
33? This is not the Election Act. This is IBC Act.
Okay. Just keep the IBC Act. You'll see read the IBC Act. So IBC Act, as we wait for the Election Act, read section 4 of the IBC Act.
Functions of the Commission.
Yeah.
As provided for by Article 884 of the Constitution, the Commission is responsible for conducting or supervising referenda and elections to an elective body.
Without going through that
office.
section, in that section, is there any part in that section 4 that talks about presidential returning officer?
Well,
no, on the face of it.
In so many words,
Chairman,
no.
Yeah, I just need an answer, and then so get the Elections Act. Give him the Elections Act here, Simon. You don't have the Elections Act? I'll give you my copy just 1 minute. No, in a minute. I'm surprised. It's somewhere here. It's here. Just give him. The Elections Act, read section 33.
Section
33.
13.
33.
33.
No, 33, 38 actually. It's not clear. It's 38. 38. 38.
38. Holding of elections. After notice of an election has been published in the Gazette under Section 14, 15, 14, 16, 17, and 19, every returning officer shall proceed to hold the election according to the terms of the notice and in accordance with the regulations relating to elections.
And it sets out the returning officers there.
Well, it says, it doesn't set out anything. It just says returning officer shall proceed.
And 39?
39, determination and declaration of results. The Commission shall determine, declare, and publish the results of an election immediately after close of polling. And the Commission shall appoint constituency returning officers to be responsible for the items listed. Okay. Do I read them?
Yeah, it's fine. Just give me. So, okay. But what I'm saying, Mr. Chair, just give me the act, Simon. The Elections Act is very specific. It gives out the appointment of polling station officers, the returning officers and the deputy returning officers for the constituency and the county, both returning and deputy. It does not provide for presidential returning officer.
Yeah, it's not here.
So, Chairman, as the head of IEBC, you appointed yourself as the returning officer alone. If you look at all the acts, all the sections of the law you referred to, none of them talks about the returning officer. So I don't understand the legal foundation of where you appointed yourself presidential returning officer.
Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
The jurisprudence, this matter has been litigated upon in the presidential election petition 2017, Raila Odinga, and also in the minor KI case, and the issues around presidential returning officer or national returning officer were canvassed in those judgments. So we look at this. This has to be read alongside the jurisprudence.
I read the judgments.
Yes.
The issue of a returning officer presidential was not an issue. It was never an issue. It was never an issue in one of the cases you're referring to, and it was not a finding in the judgments you're referring to. It was obiter. It was in between the judgments. It was never a finding of all those judgments that is a presidential returning officer. We'll deal with it in the submissions. The other issue, Chairman, is that the law, the Elections Act, gives returning officers and deputy returning officers for the other elections. So basically, it gives you an idea on the two levels of returning officers. Yeah. So why did you not find it fit when you appointed yourself returning officer to appoint a deputy returning officer?
Yeah, the Article 138.10 is fairly clear on that the powers of the chairperson cannot be shared. That's what this is in compliance with Article 138.
That's for declaration. Yes. But the returning officer is not just declaring. The returning officer does so many things. So I'm just asking, like, the same law says in the event of anything happening to the chair, the vice takes over. So you're telling us...
I'm not aware of that same law you're talking about.
Okay, we'll get it now in the IEBC Act, whatever, where it says that the vice chair, when in the absence of the chairman, the vice chair takes over. It's in your schedule.
Yeah,
Chairman.
That's in the functions.
Yeah, we'll read it. We'll read it in the Act.
Yes.
So I'm saying, so you want to tell us, Mr. Chairman, that if you are to get an accident on 14 or on 15, for whatever reason, God forbid, no one was going to announce our results?
I'm here.
I know.
I'm alive.
And I'm saying, thank God you're alive. Yeah. But I'm saying we're not God. We're not immortal, Chairman. Yeah? We're not immortal. So, and you're not immortal, and you cannot claim immortality. Anything can happen to anyone, even me. So I'm saying, anything could have happened to you, our results would still have been announced by someone else. So why did you have the courage to appoint a deputy returning officer?
My position is that this appointment was in compliance with Article 138.10 of the Constitution, which does not provide for, in the event of...
Okay, Chairman. IBC, do you have a governance manual, corporate governance manual? Do you operate using a manual?
Yes.
Do you have structures?
IBC has structures. It has organization structures. We have the charter. We have policy and manuals for all the 9 directorates, and even in the HR manual, we have the structure of the organization. So we operate using the corporate governance structures.
So before you have any meeting of the commission, invites have to be sent out. There have to be, a meeting of the commission, minutes are taken. Is that how you operate? Or how do you run? How are you running the commission, Mr. Chairman?
Normal meetings, yes, a notice has to be given by the commission secretary, who is the CEO, and then meetings are called. We have normal meetings, and in those, before those meetings are called, we have commission subcommittees chaired by a commissioner and at least 2 members. Each of the subcommittees chaired by a commissioner or 2 members. And then reports from those committees is what is brought to plenary for discussion and decision making.
So all your meetings are basically minuted?
Well, we have many informal meetings and formal meetings. We had a lot of informal meetings in Bomas, and even in the office, normal routine, there are many meetings for caucusing on various issues, which are not minuted.
The second schedule of the IEBC Act sets out the criteria clearly for conducting business of IEBC.
Yes, it does.
And if you look at the schedule, it says there have to be minutes of all meetings of the commission.
Yes. It's all meetings must be minuted, but what I'm saying, normal matters of running an institution, there are some meetings which you don't have to, they're informal. Like if Commissioner Masit comes to my office with another commissioner, we can discuss.
I know that.
Yes, yeah.
And also, it talks about decisions of the commission being by majority.
Yes.
Present.
Yeah.
How many were you in the commission as of until basically 15th of August? How many commissioners, including you?
That?
Until 15 August.
We were
since June
6 commissioners and myself.
Yeah, so seven commissioners.
Yes, 6 commissioners and myself.
Yeah. So what is majority in 7 commissioners? What is the majority number in mathematics of 7 commissioners? What is the majority number?
Majority number?
Yes.
Of 7?
Of 7, yes.
Maybe 4.
It can be maybe.
Yeah, I think 4.
Yeah. So actually, Regulation 7 reads, unless a unanimous decision is reached, a decision on any matter before the commission shall be by concurrence of majority of all the members. So it's a unanimity or majority decision.
Yep.
At least we agree on that.
Yes.
So just before we go to 15th of August, the climax, the key duty of IBC is basically to conduct elections. Do you have another duty?
Yes.
Do you trade? Do you sell mandazi, or is main business is elections?
We have other duties.
But which is the key duty in the constitution?
We have elections, we have referenda, and we have boundaries delimitation.
But you can give an hierarchy of duties, which is number 1, number 2, number 3.
All of them are important. They are part of the mandate of the commission.
Okay. So, but elections is actually the key mandate of IEBC.
Yes.
And in hierarchy of, there is hierarchy in everything. There is hierarchy in our practice, even Mr. Chairman. There is seniority and all those things. There is everything. There is hierarchy. We understand importance, but there is hierarchy even in importance. So presidential elections is actually the top of the electoral calendar. We have MCA, we have parliamentary, we have Senate, we have governor, but the presidential is the key, is the number at the top. Or you don't consider you think it's equal to being an MCA?
Well, I didn't say that. Yeah. There's more. It's of course in terms of arrangement. It's the first presidential election, then followed by the others.
The president is the symbol of national unity. He's the chief executive of the country, so you can't compare to any other seat, Mr. Chairman. Or do you?
Well, I didn't say that. I'm not saying I didn't say that. Yeah.
Just an example. When you were importing when you were procuring the electoral papers and materials from Greece,
Yes.
did you have a plenary meeting of the commissioners?
Yes.
Was it made in the plenary?
Yes.
Do you have minutes?
The procurement, procurement started way back, and
Yeah, I agree.
a lot of things happened. There are minutes of the commission on every electoral process activity. I don't have minutes here.
Yeah, so long as you confirm, because I say in the
Yes.
one time we'll get to know all these things. So for now, I want you to confirm from you, because you're under oath, and you're telling us that the commission as a whole approved the procuring the equipment from Greece. The commission, as the 7 commissioners, including you.
The commission did
memory.
not appoint the service provider. It's not our work.
I know, but it comes
It's
to
the work of management.
I understand that, Chairman. Okay,
Yes.
give us how does procurement of like election material, which is actually key, how does it operate from the procurement until the commission?
Sorry.
Does the commission have any role in such? Does it approve? Does it comment? Or you just read in the media that IBC imported materials from Greece? Even yourself, Chairman.
To be specific on Greece,
Yes.
the commission approved the specifications for the ballot papers, that they should have 8 security features and all that,
Yes.
and then asked management to proceed and procure in accordance with the law.
Which we agree.
And then what does the commission do? Because it's the work of management to procure, so we do our oversight role. In every other meeting, we ask management, give us progress report, and at a point in time, we had sent commissioners and a team to Greece.
We'll come to that.
Follow up
So
that.
we'll come
yes.
to that, Chairman.
Yes.
Let's go in sequence. So once the companies were shortlisted for printing the materials, was the evaluation report brought to the commission?
No. That is still part of procurement, and evaluation report is given to the CEO by the director of procurement.
So you're telling me, other than you approving the specifications for the voting materials, you never played a part in any way. You just had the CEO as appointed the Greek company, what was it called, Lycos, to bring the materials.
We know we have the Procurement Act and Public Disposal Act, and we also have the public the finance the act which deals with.
I understand, Chairman.
So now the issue of procurement starts with the specs up to the signing of the contract, and that's work done by management. It's not the commission.
So, Chairman,
Yes.
how come on 6th of July you announced that materials are arriving tomorrow on 7th of July without telling anyone? So, how are you involved? Why did you tell the country that materials are arriving tomorrow and the commissioners didn't know? My client didn't know about it. She watched on TV you telling the country materials are arriving the next day. So, why did you announce it if it's the role of the CEO?
The chairperson of the commission, and this is now in accordance with the governance of the structures, is the spokesman of the commission. Matters election, then the country would expect to hear from the chairperson. So all those, the announcement you're talking about, this information came from the CEO that we're having ballot papers arriving, and it's important to inform the country.
So, Chairman, I want to understand some things.
Yes.
You're the chairman of the commission.
Yes.
You're not involved in the actual procurement, in making a decision on who is to print our ballot papers, which is key, actually, because we have to get the correct papers from the correct company. But you want to take the role of being media, the spokesman. You want to tell us they are arriving tomorrow. Yet you didn't care which company was given, whether it came from Saudi Arabia or Uganda. You didn't care where it came from.
It's not true that we didn't care. As I said, procurement is a function of management, and we played our oversight role by getting updates from management by sending commissioners, including Commissioner Irene Masit, to Greece to oversight the process. So we were part and parcel of the whole process, and we played our oversight role.
On 6th of July, you announced the materials are coming on 7th of July.
Yes.
Do you know the date you sent the commissioners to Greece?
I don't have the dates, I can't remember.
It was 22nd of July.
There were various trips. There was an earlier trip done by Commissioner Masit, Commissioner Nyangaya, and Commissioner Professor. That was way before July. In fact, I think maybe around June. And then there was a second trip by Commissioner Wanderi and Vice Chair and other stakeholders, which was done later for presidential elections. So there were two distinct trips.
When you postponed the elections in some parts of the country, did you involve the commissioners?
We had a meeting.
Do we have the minutes, Chairman?
Did they have?
Will we one day get the minutes of that meeting that postponed the elections?
It was one of those meetings we had in Bomas, one of the many meetings that were not minuted.
So, Chairman, you meet from mundane issues, but when it comes to the real issues, real obligation duties of IEBC, like postponing elections, we don't have minutes.
There could be minutes, I can't recollect.
Okay.
But I think the CEO, the custodian of minutes, can attest to that.
For any of those meetings in Bomas on 15th of August, do we have minutes of any of the meetings? Of all, you were there for about a week. Are there minutes of any of the meetings?
Yeah, there are some. I remember there were certain meetings which had minutes, like there were some meetings on ICT. There are some which have minutes. They can be produced.
You don't have a copy of Elections Act, yeah?
I don't have.
Peter, do you have a copy? You don't have? Okay, so give him mine. Just read 38 1C. Just give him. Just read section 38 1C. It's not a long one. Just read 38 1C. The one at the bottom. It's the sequencing of elections.
It doesn't have 38 1C.
There's 1C there violated.
38 is just one small paragraph.
What section is what?
It talks of holding, unless you are talking of 39.
Yeah, 39 1C.
39 1C, for purposes of a presidential election, the Commission shall electronically transmit in a prescribed form the tabulated results of an election for the president from a polling station to the constituency tallying center and to the national tallying center. B, tally and verify the results received at the national tallying center. And C, publish the polling result forms on an online public portal maintained by the Commission.
And the next page, the role of the chairman.
1D?
Yeah, the one about the role of the chairman there is announcing, declaring the results. See, there is a next page. Is
the chairperson.
Yeah.
1D, the chairperson of the Commission shall declare the results of the election of the president in accordance with Article 138(10) of the Constitution.
Yes, fine.
Before determining and declaring the final results of an election under subsection 1, the Commission may announce the provisional results of the election.
Just give me. So, Chairman, in a nutshell, the Elections Act gives a very sequential order of how presidential elections are held.
Yes.
Number one, the elections of the polling station are in the prescribed form.
Yes.
Form 34A.
Yeah.
Then from there it goes to the constituency level in the prescribed form 34B. Then to the tallying center, NTC now at Bomas. where now you tally and verify the results. Tally and verify the results.
Yes.
And then the next sequence is you publish the results from 34C in the format on the online public portal. And then the last stage is the chairperson of the commission declares the results.
Yes.
Are we together with the sequencing?
Yep.